Hello, welcome back to Guidance Education channel. In this video, we are going to recall formation of images by lens. First we will do convex lens and then pass on to concave lens. You are already familiar with this topic. In your lower classes, you have learned these portions. A revision of this portion will help you understand these portions better. But before we go into the details of this video, please watch the video completely, and if you think the video is useful, like the video, share the video and leave your comments in the comment box below. Subscribe to my channel and press the bell button so that you get intimated as soon as videos are posted. Thank you very much. Now let us see the details. For convex lens, the characteristics of the image formed depends upon the position of the object. The object can be placed at infinity, that is at a great distance. Then it can be brought closer, that is beyond 2f, at 2f, between 2f and f, at f, between f and lens. For all these cases, what is the thing that you find? For these cases, excepting for the case where the object is placed between f and lens, the location of the image is always on the other side of the object. The image position may be at f1 for object at infinity, between f1 and 2f1 for beyond 2f, at 2f1 for object at 2f, beyond 2f1 for object between 2f and f, image at infinity for object at f, and behind the object on the same side for object between f and lens. When we come to nature of the image, that is whether it is real or virtual, only for position of object between f and lens you get a virtual image. For all the others, the object is real, means it can be caught on a screen. Size is diminished for the first two cases, that is at infinity and beyond 2f. And among them, for object at infinity, the size is very small. For object at 2f, it is of same size. For all the other three positions, the image is enlarged. And whether it is erect or inverted, when we study that nature, we find that for the last case only, that is for object between f and lens only, the image is erect. For all the other cases, you get inverted images. I have only given an analysis of the table. And where do you find application? It finds application in telescope. Using a telescope, we look at objects at great distance. In photographic cameras, we use it. Slide projector. The object is kept between 2f and f, and you get an enlarged inverted image there. In lighthouses, in simple microscope. Now, coming to the diagram, I have prepared a ray diagram for convex lens. I have only given the diagram for one particular position of the object, that is at 2f. Normally when we draw such diagrams on paper, we use compass. The lens that I have drawn here is a freehand diagram. So the curvature will show certain discrepancies. But when you draw, you have to use the compass so that you get the correct measurements. This point is f on this side. On the other side, we mark it as f1. And on the side of the object is at 2f. The image is at 2f1. What are the rays that we have used in creating this diagram? One ray passing parallel to the principal axis, getting refracted, and then passing along f1 in this line. Another ray passing along the optical center, which passes without deviation. Yet another ray passing along the principal axis. The ray passing along the principal axis starts from the bottom, and for the image the location is here. Object gets inverted here because the rays starting from the top of the object converge at this point. If the measurements taken for drawing these surfaces is okay, representations for all these different cases can be easily drawn. I hope it is clear. We are recalling this portion because we have to do a few topics like linear magnification, aerial magnification, and power of the lens. In order to understand that better, recalling these portions will be of great help. Now we will pass on to image formed by concave lens. Now let us see characteristics of image formed by concave lens. Here also I have prepared a chart, ready reckoner. From this we can understand object at infinity, image is at F. F is on this side. Focus on the other side is marked F1. So the location of the image is always on the same side of the object. When the image falls on the same side of the object, as you know, it is virtual. The size is extremely diminished for object at infinity. For any other position on the principal axis, the image is always between F and lens. That is also on the same side of the object. Here also the image is virtual and it is diminished in size. Image is always erect. And what is the application? It is also used in various fields, in eyeglasses, in telescopes, flashlights, binoculars, etc. So for concave lens, the characteristics can be easily remembered because most of the features are the same. Like location is always on the same side of the object, nature is always virtual, and size is always diminished. For infinity it is extremely diminished, that is all. And the image is always erect. So this is rather more easy. Now coming to the diagram, this is the object. It can be placed anywhere. Anyway, it is not at infinity because if it is placed at infinity, it is extremely diminished. It becomes very hard to show it in the diagram. An incident ray gets diverged along this line. Another ray is considered as passing through the optical center. Yet another ray starts from the object and passes along the principal axis. So the base of the object is on the principal axis and the top is at the point where the ray passing through the optical center and the extension of the refracted ray meet, and it is this point. This is between F and lens. I remind you, I have drawn this diagram freehand, so measurements need not be quite correct. So when you use a compass and other measuring instruments, the diagram will be more perfect. Here also the diagram is not wrong. It is between F and lens. Okay. Now before we conclude this video, please remember in the case of lenses, 2F is not always equal to radius of curvature. In the diagram we mark it as C. The reason for this is clear from lens maker's formula. If you have any doubt, you can just click the I icon on the right hand side of the video and you can directly pass on to the video which deals lens maker's formula. So for lenses, 2F is really twice the distance of focus. It need not be equal to R because F depends upon radius of curvature and also refracting material of the lens. Okay, I hope these points are clear. In the next video, we will discuss linear magnification, aerial magnification and power of the lens. Thank you.